Hello and welcome back. I am Arumba, thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our Mamluk merchants in Cradle of Civilization. Alright, so it's been a day or two since I played last. Played some Crusader Kings 2 earlier today. It was awesome. Really enjoyed playing Jade Dragon. Just thought I'd mention that. The newest episode for that should already be live by the time this episode goes out. So go check that out if you haven't already. So where are we at? We are currently trying to satisfy our humiliate rival thing, which is just this really kind of annoying thing you have to do at the beginning of every campaign. Pyramids want out, but they won't accept a humiliate yet. I checked. We're pretty close, though. -4 reasons. Probably within 3 months, I would say. Maybe less if one of the occupations is worth more than 1 war score. So, I would like to try to get the emirs to actually be loyal. It's kind of frustrating. I was looking at these estate numbers again between episodes because I am trying to avoid spending too much time looking at the estate mechanics. That I was looking at the chat, the comments in the previous video, and someone had mentioned that I've slowed down my gameplay since they introduced estates. I remember a long time ago people were complaining there's not enough to do during peace, during times of peace, and then they were like, oh, well, we'll add estates. That'll be a great way to engage the player and give them something to do when they're not at war. And it is. But it's also a very big time sink. It does take a lot of effort to manage. So, okay, do we want to take this early and get the ahead of time bonus on trade efficiency for a couple years? 25% trade efficiency for 2 years at a cost of 14% of the base 600. So, let's call it like 90 dip. Would I pay 90 dip for 25%? Trade efficiency for 2 years. Well, we're already making money. I don't really think it's necessary to make more. Then again, in 2 years, it's not like I'm going to have the Renaissance. So the prices are just going to get worse, right? Or will I? I forget. I think I recently, in this campaign, I think I had recently turned on, yes, Institution Spread Edict, because Cyprus does have the Renaissance. So how are we looking? 0.67 per month. That's not very much. 74, 10 years. Alright, yeah, I'm just going to take the tech. That's fine. Also, I was looking, as I mentioned, at estates, and the merchant guilds are probably safe to give a province to again. I can give them Damascus back. It'll put them at 72%. I mean, there's a chance I'll just end up having to revoke the damn thing again. We'll see. Okay, oh, lots of their modifiers have dropped off. Great, something to sink all of our time into. Okay, we need the loyalty, because I'm going to demand stuff from them again. So, yeah, we'll sack a little bit of prestige. Ooh, we have the ability to draft some ships for war. Interesting. I mean, that's basically, in my mind at least, a 250 gold to click, getting those 5 heavies and then just having them so you can sell them to somebody else. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play a little bit more cautiously with my estates because I feel like I have spent a lot of time managing these little bastards this campaign. So let's just take 220 ducats. We could get more if we got them up to 75% influence, but I don't care. I just want them to stop bugging me so much. And we'll use that money to, I don't know, build some stuff somewhere. In the meantime, we're waiting for this occupation probably, and then at least this occupied and besieged province. It's only worth 3 developments, so it's not like going to be valuable to actually siege. And there are some Farsi pretenders that just rose up. I wonder if those are not Timurid's direct rebels, so he's not really going to care about that, is he? Still -4 reasons. Nope, he has no concerns whatsoever about that. Also, very excited to see that over here, a lot of destabilization has been happening. We've got the 2 major Ethiopian/Coptic peoples fighting each other, Ethiopia and Adal. And there might be a window of opportunity to expand into this trade node here, where Ethiopia will decline the call to defend Beja, and then when we attack him, he'll have like no real allies, and because he'll have betrayed his ally, he'll have negative prestige, low morale. It'll be very easy to deal with, which would be great, because it is upstream from our primary trade node. Alright, that province is another 3 development. I really don't like being in this area right now. There's just so much crap everywhere. And there's a very good chance that I could just miss a rebels army spawning or moving or something, and it just makes me nervous being here. So if you could just go ahead and surrender like next month, I'd really appreciate it. Dargah. Oh, okay. So, what do we do with this one? We're currently pious. I still don't really understand why they had to rename these things. Whatever. So, we like being pious. I would love more taxes and manpower. Definitely need more manpower. We're at 1% manpower. Okay, so move towards mysticism, get tolerance of heretics and true faith, and one province gets a local Sufi shrine until the end of the game. Monthly autonomy change of 0.1. Tax income of 2 ducats. Al-Wajsh. I believe the way that these types of province modifiers work, when it says 2 ducats, that'll get divided out by the annual multiplier. So rough math would be like 2 times 1.456 divided by 12 months equals 0.24 ducats a month for the rest of the game. 0.24 ducats a month. At our current level of tax income efficiency, of course. Could go up if we take ideas for it or not. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, oh, I see, it's temporary this way. We must not feed into local superstition. Administrative tech cost. For how long? Till 90. Ooh, 25 years. That's a solid, like, 2 levels of tech. And I'm doing an admin idea group, which that could really help. Yeah, I don't really think that the income's going to matter that much. Let's just take the temporary one. And also move towards legalism, which also helps out with tech, income, and manpower. I think that is a better choice. Alright, we're officially in January. Could you please say yes, sir? I think I mentioned it already, and I'm going to mention it again. I don't want to be at war with you. I'm tired of it. I'm sick of this. Let's go. Could you just, like, off over the damn PowerPoints and, like, let me leave? Alright, 2 more months and we'll have an extra 1% from the ticking war score. These occupations are apparently worth very, very little. He's not going to be able to get his capital back. Honestly, I'm surprised he's even held together, like, at all. His subject has 3 times his troops right next to him. Alright, there we go. Okay, so, we can take the peace deal right this second. And just be done with it. I think that's what I'm going to do. I could push for more, I could get some cash or something. I don't need the cash, we make pretty good income, and I just want the Humiliate for Splendor, and so we can do Golden Age type crap and whatever. So we're going to leave, and I can't just ignore those rebels. Got to pay attention to where they're hiding. I believe that was everyone. Looks like the game is running kind of slow today. Might be time for a reboot or something. Our manpower reserve needs to recover. Ha! That chance, man. Incorporate Medina. Conquer Berber. Might take that mission, possibly, if Ethiopia does betray him. Integration of Hijaz is on track for about 2.5 years from now. 2 3/4 years. It's going quite slow because of the other integration. How are we doing on relationship slots? We're at the proper number for, like, the first time ever. I am not going to rival France. I don't care what you say, game. Okay, so we have 1, 2, and 3. Okay, it's going to make me wait a month before I can actually click the button. I was going to say, why isn't that the thing I can do? It has updated. Okay, so, there was a comment on the previous video saying that, well, just one comment, one lonely person took the time to agree with me. I appreciate that. It doesn't make sense. Like, later in the game, the absolutism, I think, is minor. We're not trying to do world conquest, and the benefit now is more substantial. All power costs, when we are behind time slightly on the Renaissance, will help that out, so we can play a little bit of catch-up. Morale of armies will help when we do fight the Ottomans, or Ming, or whoever. And goods produced is freaking spectacular, so let's just activate our golden era. One thing I'm excited about as well is that we are at 90% prosperity in our capital state. And our capital state is the one that has all of these granary of the Mediterranean. Well, there's 2 in this state as well. And that one is not prosperous at all, unfortunately, because of damn Damietta. But, starting next month, the devastation will be gone. And I keep on talking about murdering the knights. I want to murder the knights. How many ships do we have? We have 4 transports. Let's consider murdering the knights for a moment. What would that look like on paper? So that they stop doing all this nonsense. I could protect trade, hunt pirates. I'll at least get a couple troops to do that. To bring in Venice. I'm assuming Venice has a few ships. Probably. Yeah, they've got 27. 16 galleys. It'd be very difficult to actually get on there. The problem with the knights is that level 3 fort. It's very difficult to do that. Wait a second. The knights coast was raided as well? Who did that? That's kind of funny. Interesting. All right, let's go with just having a couple ships protect against pirates. When was the last time we were raided? April of 65. Wow. Wow. Okay, Damietta just got to the point where the devastation was going to go away, and it's about to get raided immediately now. I'm very glad that I ended the war when I did, otherwise I probably would have missed it. I'm going to take 5 of our ships. And this is going to be, I think, well worth it. To get the prosperity in these 2 grain provinces will most likely pay for itself relative to the trade income loss. You're going to hunt pirates in Alexandria. Now, if they raid the coast in this region, I think we're okay. I think we've got zone of control, yeah, available to protect these this coastline. All right, cool. That is exciting. So anyway, why was I excited about it though? Looking at, like, say, Cairo, we don't have the modifier there. This is raw local goods produced. So already just activating the golden era just gave me another 10% of 2 goods produced. That's equivalent to having, like, an extra base production. That doesn't really seem like a ton, but I love when you get modifiers, multipliers, and numbers like that. Let's check out Adal and this whole thing down here. How's Yemen doing? Got this thing with the Rasids. We have no truce with them. We could move towards more legalism, which would be great. Wait a second. I just can't get this straight in my head. This guy is Shia. Declaring war on the Shia will move us towards legalism. Wait, what? Shia is a heathen or a heretic of my faith. You are the proper faith. Alright. Yeah. It just confuses the hell out of me because every single time I look at it, it just doesn't compute. It's backwards from what I expect. Attacking heathens is going to help us. So, you have no allies. Why are we not at war yet? I mean, we could wait a year just to get a little bit of war exhaustion down. And then Hejaz has a claim on this province. Will require siege there. Unfortunately, Yemen is very, very disloyal. And I don't actually remember why I thought that was a good idea at the time, but I did do it, so... Okay, any marketplaces that make sense? Any mosques? Maybe we should just hold on to a little bit of cash. We can potentially embrace the Renaissance fairly soon. Mothballed the Cairo and Al-Karak fort, because we don't need that many active. I just want to have them for zone of control and devastation protection. We are at peace, and we've got a large infantry army here that is not training. Let's see. Our ruler is currently 33, and he's actually very good. I'd love to get him even better. Holy crap, he's good. Yes, please. Continue to improve if you can. Oh, that's right. We're playing vanilla EU4, aren't we? I've played a lot of the modded EU4s recently, and in that, you basically keep army maintenance at full all the time. I'm not used to that. I have a hard time adjusting. Alright, who was it that wanted the condottieri? And why did it just go away all of a sudden? We take tech, but we might as well wait till January for that. Here's the condottieri thing. Who is this? Dolkadir and Janjiro. Malwa cedes land to Jampur. Good comment a couple episodes back wondering why I haven't taken the time to attack these claims up here. There's a couple reasons. I just want to address that. Why am I avoiding attacking this direction? Well, yes, some of the Aleppo provinces would be useful to have for trade, but I feel like the opportunity cost, and if you're not familiar with that term, just go look it up. It's very simple. Simple definition. It's like easiest way to explain it. If you were to go buy milk at the gas station, it's like, I don't know, $3-4, right? In Florida, at least. If you were to go buy it at the grocery store, it might be a dollar less. Now, to some people, they'd say, well, you should just go to the grocery store because it's cheaper. Yes, that's true, but you have to consider the opportunity cost of going to the grocery store. Is the grocery store farther away? Will you be going there anyway? And if so, then yes, you should buy it there. But if not, it might be better to actually buy it at the gas station when you consider other things like time and the actual cost of gas, mileage on your car, wear and tear in your car, etc., etc. So when I talk about opportunity cost in this context, I'm talking about the fact that I have no manpower, and then what is the actual tangible benefit right now to me in fighting the Ottomans? Yes, he's my rival. Yes, I need power projection, and I want to kick his butt because he's the Ottomans. But the payoff just isn't there compared to declaring easier wars that will enrich the country much more effectively with a much lower opportunity cost. So hopefully you guys understand why I'm not just, attacking the Ottomans outright. Even though they've had a very, very bad game, it still just doesn't make sense to throw my armies at him and make that happen. Besides, he's a tech ahead of me, and look at that, 646, like, whatever. Even if we won, I don't even really want the land, so... Well, I do want this land. Especially now that he has land without a fort adjacent. And Adana just has Akyunlu, and Akyunlu had that level 3 fort that I'd rather not have to fight. Yeah, looks like another independence war for the Timurids. I don't see him holding this one together. My goodness. He has to fight who now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 separate countries. That's at least 30,000 troops. And he had like, what, 5, 6 last time I saw him? That's a great income ratio. Half of our gross in net income. And that was the eclipsed modifier that I was expecting. Alright, let's revoke the embargo. Check who's valid, probably just still France. Looks like Ethiopia has turned his war around. He is actually occupying all of his claims. What is this war anyway? Ethiopia, Hadia Kaffa. Surprised Adal even had the upper hand at one point. I'd like to get a diplomat back so I can check this war out. It's not the direction I wanted to go. It was Beja first. 27 reasons. Let's see, Adal is threatened by me. I could rent him Condottieri, couldn't I? He can't afford them, but I could just rent him a 20 stack for free and then just go weaken the Ethiopian position, make him fight a little bit longer. Or we could just attack the guy. I mean, we don't have to do it like that. It would be better to isolate him and get him to decline the alliance from a war score cost perspective, but no, I think that the first war we declare is on the Rasids. I'd like to get the legalism up. Let's see, subjects only have about 10 troops total, and Alodia is the only one with a good army, and he is disloyal. Our subjects have no real army. Okay, fine. Split the army into 2 chunks and go down there. Head you all the way down to here. Hopefully they don't run into each other. Alright, cool. I'm gonna take a break here. Well, we got to talk about the campaign, we got to talk about the Timurids, we got to humiliate him, and just gonna talk about opportunity costs and the price of milk at gas stations. So, I'm gonna take a break here. I'll see you guys in the next episode. As always, thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.